I'm not surprised.
Ah, there you are. It is I, Edward Nigma, your intellectual superior. And tell me, Revolver Snake, have you learned absolutely nothing from your previous humiliation? No, evidently not. Rather than confront the evidence presented before you, you've elected to double down, to barricade yourself behind denial and evasions, as though stubbornness were a substitute for integrity. A fascinating strategy. Really, ineffective, embarrassing, but fascinating. And yet here we are once again. You have returned to defend the indefensible, to preserve what remains of your collapsing credibility, and to convince your audience that the mountain of evidence before them somehow isn't there. Remarkable. So by all means, Revolver Snake, explain to us how you intend to slither your way out of this latest disaster. After all, observing a man desperately attempt to escape the consequences of his own statements is a spectacle in its own right.
Alright, SK did a response to me, and whoa, mama, an hour long. That's awesome.
Indeed, 1 full hour of material dedicated to dismantling every remaining shred of doubt that your credibility has snapped cleanly in half. Though I suppose expecting you to endure 60 uninterrupted minutes of evidence may be asking rather a lot of your attention span.
I was about to go outside and enjoy life, so I'm gonna try to keep this response a little shorter.
Short. Exceedingly short. Short like your foresight. Short like your catalog of skills and knowledge. Short like your list of accomplishments. Short like the number of reasons anyone should regard you as a credible authority on anything.
I'm surprised he's this defensive over Arkham Knight. I mean, look, I like Arkham Knight, but the best Arkham game? Nah.
Listen, Revolver Snake, you cannot seriously claim to admire a game while contorting yourself into ever more absurd positions to spread blatant falsehoods about it. Your persistent failure, or perhaps deliberate refusal to even get the most basic facts straight, speaks volumes about how performative your supposed admiration truly is.
Oh, and this video didn't need to be 50 minutes long. At times he repeats the same points, goes on random tangents, and overall lacks a proper structure for his video, so you can only imagine why I'm skipping parts.
I actually like how he watched the full 50 minutes of videos.
Indeed, Revolver Snake, I expose myself to opposing viewpoints because I possess something that you evidently lack: confidence in my own conclusions. I do not fear intellectual conflict. I welcome it. You, meanwhile, fled from it the moment it ceased from being convenient. Your cowardice is not a virtue to boast about. It is merely the explanation for your humiliating defeat.
Yep, there's my good quality video footage. I recorded that off my laptop where Batman takes down a bunch of these henchmen, and they have like machine guns and stuff. So it's weird to me how, Batman, hesitated with Scarecrow and strapped himself down.
It appears you lack the capacity to demonstrate even the most elementary level of media literacy. You seem incapable of grasping that Scarecrow can monitor Batman's every movement from the safety of Arkham, all while Batman's allies are being held at gunpoint. Even the military acquaintances you so frequently invoke would tell you that hostage situations drastically limit the retaliatory options. But then again, that would require you to use your brain before speaking.
Because, the thing about Scarecrow is that he only had a pistol.
Only had a pistol. Ah, yes. The words of someone so astonishingly uninformed that they've forgotten pistols are perfectly capable of, you guessed it, killing people. How reassuring.
Soon after losing Jason, besides Batman looking for Jason.
Alright, so it's talking about Batman losing Jason, and the problem with the Arkham games when it comes to Jason is that they don't really show Batman looking for Jason. So that's why there's not really a sense of urgency when it comes down to looking for Jason.
That's because we're not on a mission where we're looking for Jason, so we're not meant to feel the urgency to search for him in the games. The events have already transpired. Even a child could have deduced that.
Oh my gosh, there's my name. I made it on the big screen.
Indeed you have. This has become a monument for your humiliating defeat. A permanent exhibit showcasing fractured credibility, failed reasoning, and spectacularly poor judgment.
It would be funny? I could just change my YouTube name and then his response would be useless.
On the contrary, abandoning identities and retreating from confrontation does not demonstrate cleverness. It illuminates cowardice. It reveals a profound lack of conviction. You lack the courage to stand by your own positions when challenged, and every frantic retreat adds another brick to the monument of your failure.
Oh god, this part right here sucked. Like, first of all, they could have used this opportunity to actually kill off Barbara Gordon, but they chicken out and just keep her alive.
The irony of accusing others of chickening out. You've laid your eggs, fled the nest, and now wish to lecture others on courage. Remarkable.
And then when Batman decides to use Poison Ivy, he gets over Barbara's death pretty darn quickly.
To further cement your humiliating defeat, let us now examine the footage that effortlessly dismantles your claim that Batman recovered quickly from Barbara's death. Do pay attention this time.
Sir, what's happened?
She's gone, Alfred.
What do you mean?
Barbara. Scarecrow was punishing me. He killed her.
No. Oh, my... Well, sir, we need to focus. The people of Gotham need you.
I should have protected her, Alfred. She's dead because of me.
Sir, please listen. Stagg's files have revealed what the Cloudburst does. It's a dispersal device. Sir, don't you see? Scarecrow has the means to engulf the entire city in fear toxin. You stopped him from making it operational, but it's only a matter of time. Sir, did you hear me?
He heard you. He is wondering how he can live with himself.
Master Bruce, don't let Miss Gordon's death... Don't let it be for nothing.
I'm just not a big fan of fake-out deaths, so that's another big problem with Arkham Knight's story.
Your personal aversion to fake-out deaths does not display a weakness in the integrity of the story, just your inability or refusal to engage with the story they're actually looking to tell.
Why are you using all this footage of Arkham Knight? Nobody asked.
Because you made the absurd claim that nothing really gets to Batman on a personal level, to which I played clips to disprove that hideously false statement. But of course, explaining this to you like you're a child doesn't even get the message across.
Like, Arkham Universe Batman, I don't even think he sleeps. He's that broken.
Literally everyone needs to sleep. Do you...
Literally everyone needs to sleep. Okay, well, what did Arkham Batman do after Arkham Asylum? He literally went into the Batwing and flew off to go fight Two-Face.
Nowhere in your refutation did you disprove the notion that Batman needs to sleep.
So I didn't really mean that literally, stupid, but you know darn well that Arkham Batman is like at peak physical performance.
And yet, your claim was that Batman does not become exhausted. Now, unless you've discovered some revolutionary biological process unknown to modern science, that assertion only functions if Batman needs no sleep whatsoever, a position you were more than happy to insinuate. Do try not to retreat from your own arguments the moment they become difficult to defend.
Instead of with each other, they needed an outside party with strong knowledge and strategic value to get them to work together, especially since this is after the Joker died, and the public isn't even sure if Batman killed him or not. None of these villains could know for sure if Batman actually started killing.
Look, this is how it went down. Joker was...
Oh, those are Arkham thugs, though. You know, the thing about Arkham thugs is that they're always getting information wrong.
Yet the information they received was from Harley Quinn. If you played the clip in its entirety, you would have seen where this was stated. Conveniently hiding the full clips only increases the luminosity of your dishonesty.
They also don't make up the general public either. Those are just literal thugs.
Have you read the character bio for your dear Dark Knight? It's stated that many are convinced that Batman has broken his one rule.
Dollars rich. There's no way Penguin is a billionaire in the Arkham universe.
He doesn't have to be, because he's not the only one who helped. And Two-Face constantly...
I don't really care about Penguin.
Of course you don't, because acknowledging what I've said would require you to confront the fractured foundation upon which your argument rests. And deep down, you know it. Why else would you skip substantial portions of the video and refuse to engage with entire sections in full?
Which includes his new building, alongside his sudden interest in super...
okay?
Heroes around the same time.
Don't care about Lex Luthor because he's not really in the game.
Of course you don't care. You don't care about the accuracy of your critiques any more than you care about defending them. You accuse the game of having flaws, yet recoil the moment you're asked to substantiate your claims. Though I suppose we now know exactly what you'd see under Scarecrow's fear toxin.
So I think the problem with SK is that his video is just way too long and boring and just dragged out for no reason.
Meanwhile, you've produced a 52-minute documentary chronicling your own failures and coping mechanisms. I believe that psychological projection is in play.
So I want to go outside and experience life, so I'm just gonna click off this video.
Only the guilty would look to hide the evidence.
And the thing about SK is that no matter what he says, you know, I refuse to say that Arkham Knight has a good, well, the story's alright, but I refuse to call it one of the best Arkham game. The best Arkham game is either Asylum or Arkham City. Heck, even Arkham Origins is a participant for that.
I could state something as elementary as 2 + 2 = 4, and yet I have no doubt that you would still contort yourself into avoiding the evidence, clinging instead to whatever newly convenient point preserves your narrative. No matter how simple the truth, you will always find a way to evade it.
Anyone watching this, sorry this response seems weak. I just don't feel like sitting through a, you know, SK just bitching at a small YouTube channel. I mean, it's funny, don't get me wrong, but I have real life stuff to go do.
Then do us a favor and do so, instead of these low quality productions of you painting a detailed picture of the depth of your failure.
I also gotta say, the way Aspie SK is obsessing over me, it reminds me of the Riddler. Oh man, because, you know, Riddler, he's an obsessive, you know, not so mentally well freak. And I'm pretty sure the Riddler would like dedicate like a 1-hour analysis video over Batman if he could.
And what if I had, Revolver Snake? What if I exposed the intellectual hollowness of the world's supposedly greatest detective? Would I be incorrect? Would the length dictate the level of accuracy? No? Then rest your meaningless complaints and reserve your breath for when you have something of value to offer.
I'm gonna volunteer and sign SK up to be placed to be placed in Arkham Asylum.
You mean that good-for-nothing shithole that got shut down? Good luck with that, Revolver Snake. You send me there, I'll find a way out. And it doesn't involve me cowering away from a challenge like you do on the regular.
The main reason I'm keeping this video short is because not only do I have stuff that I want to go do,
like talking to yourself about your arch nemesis in the middle of a public street, and you accuse me of belonging in Arkham Asylum. Very interesting. How revealing.
And look at this. Look at this. See that? See this? I'm touching grass.
You should also touch a treadmill, given the unfortunate condition of those hands.
SK, you need to go outside, you know? I'm telling you this for your own benefit, you know?
I have walked the streets of Arkham City and have delivered the most intricate of puzzles imaginable. What do you have to show for yourself?
Like, you can keep responding to my videos, but, you know, you gotta get over this obsession. It's not healthy.
As soon as you let go of your delusions of victory and intellectual superiority, then I'll let you go back to your subpar recording studio.
The cool thing about my channel is that...
Did you stumble on the street mid-sentence? Was it due to your lack of spatial awareness? Or did your brain start its routine buffering once again?
Or you can keep replying to me, I don't care. You know, like I said, the traction helps me get more views and...
What do you mean? What are you talking about? Wait, 3,000 subscribers? No, you cheated. I know you cheated. You must have exploited the attention generated by my meticulously constructed rebuttals. I know you cheated. You must have cheated.
This is not how this was supposed to go.
Okay, cheater. I have nothing more to say to you. I know your tactics now. I know how to starve you out moving forward. We all know it. So in the end, what has been achieved here is quite simple. I have exposed your fraudulent methodology and, once again, demonstrated my undeniable intellectual superiority. I have nothing but gratitude for those of you who have watched this, and I hope you all stick around to see what intellectual superiority looks like in action. This is Edward Nygma, the Riddler, signing off.